Okay guys, how you going? This is my 20,000 kilometre review on the V85 Moto Guzzi anniversary model, 100 anniversary model V5. Okay, I just got back from a 4,000 kilometre trip, so this is like a 20,000k review plus an overview of the bike, how it performed on that trip away. During that trip away, I did some desert riding, some pretty nasty gravel riding, some dirt roads, back roads, some sort of trail roads, twisty, windy tar roads, rode in the rain, in the mist. The average temperature was between around 15 or 16 degrees for the whole trip. Coldest I rode in was 7. The hottest was about 22. So the weather was pretty good, really. So anyway, I'll just let you know how the bike performed. I got this off eBay. It's a headlight protector. Got it off eBay. As you can see, the bugs stopped getting them through the light, which worked well. I haven't taken the full cover off it because I don't generally ride at night because of kangaroos and camels and deer in Australia. They're all out to kill you. I've told you before about everything I've actually done to the bike, as in that's my tank bag. It's on about, that's been on 3 bikes now. The tank ring that everybody gets fitted. I have 2 GoPro mounts on there now. One's for the mapping that I use, HEMA maps, and the other one's just I put my phone on. The only downside I will say, I wish the USB was a twin USB. I'll try and see if I can fit one that side so I can charge my phone and my mapping at the same time. That's one problem I faced most days when I camped. I had to use like a battery backup power thing to recharge stuff at the end of the day. So how did the bike perform on the 4,000 kilometre trip to reach its 20,000 kilometres? Well, I can say it actually performed really well. I only had one little issue. One morning when I started, the revs were going up and down a little bit for probably like 30 seconds, and then it came good. I put it in Adelaide, South Australia, and I rode from Victoria, Australia, to Adelaide, South Australia, and put in the Moto Guzzi deal. They put it on a diagnostic tool and said there was no issues or they couldn't pick up on any. You can see the way I've got the bike packed up. The back box is all lighter stuff, clothes and a few bits and pieces like that, and then my camp gear. That side's my heavier camp gear, like pots and burners and food and stuff like that. These bags are from 1130 Benelli I had, and I mounted the pannier racks to it. I like it because they're a semi-hard, semi-soft bag. And the V85 stickers I just got from eBay and glued them on. Underneath it says, I don't know what it says underneath it, but anyway. And this side on the box is just a Pelican case that I've fitted. In here I've got my tent and all my camp equipment, and down the bottom I've got my sleeping bag and camp chair. So yeah, I'm really happy with the bike, its performance. I would have got around 350, maybe more, kilometres a day. I reckon I would have got close to 4. The closest I ever come to empty is when the bike had 50. It said it had 50 kilometre range left, and I still had like 4 or 5 litres in there. So the fuel gauges on this aren't terribly accurate, and I've only ever had one bike that it was. Any other bikes underestimates, which I'd rather that than overestimate. So happy with the setup. Now the only thing after this trip I would probably upgrade on this bike would be the rear shock. Now the rear shock was wound up the hardest it could go, and I didn't overload the bike. It looks like a lot, but it's quite light what I've got in there. The hardest setting it was, and it was just a little bit bouncy even on that. So it needs a better rear shock. I know you can get the Olin's upgrade shock, but it's quite expensive. I'll look at another option. But other than the rear shock, I'm pretty happy with the overall performance of the bike. I had a couple of big hits on the desert roads because you've got to stick to a line in the sand, otherwise you can get thrown off. So that's when I had a couple of big hits. Other than that, the bike went brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. Okay, thanks for watching my long-term 20,000 K review and trip review. Okay, until next time, bye.